Hi, so today we're going to be showing you how to make chicken pot pie, and we're just going to use some of the simple ingredients that will create this nice cozy comfort food. And you don't have to make homemade pie crust if you don't have it. Today we're just going to use the store-bought pie crust. This is some of the key ingredients that you will need. You're also going to need some diced onions. We got our fresh diced celery, and we have the carrots, rotisserie chicken, already shredded, some of our nice chicken bone broth that we made. So those are just some of the essentials and the key ingredients that you'll need. And we'll have the chicken bone broth at the end of the video for you to watch. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and melt a 1/3 cup of butter. We're going to get our chicken bone broth boiling. I had to take this out of the freezer but I was supposed to do this overnight, and I totally forgot to do this overnight. So I took it out this morning to try to get it unthawed, and I might be having to use a spoon to get this out. Hoping I can just get this out of here. Oh, it's coming out slowly but surely. And this is what happens when you forget to take it out. Okay, and my wonderful husband got that out for me free of charge. And we're going to go ahead and boil that. Yeah, make sure that you take the chicken bone broth out in time for it to be an unthaw. We did not, and then that's what happens. But anyway, it all worked out. So we're melting our butter. Like I said, this is a 1/3 cup. Okay, so we're going to go ahead. We're going to put our onions, some celery. We're putting them diced carrots in there. And we're just going to cook these down until they become a lot more soft. Until they're tender, you might as well say. So it shouldn't take too long. And the onions are translucent. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and season this with some garlic powder, onion powder, a little bit of pepper, salt. Uh-oh. I spilled some extra salt, so I'm not going to put all that in there. Poultry seasoning, some sage, and we're going to sprinkle a little bit of that thyme in there as well. Okay, let's go ahead and mix that in. We're going to do a double layer of seasonings. So first we're going to season our vegetables, and then you'll season the gravy. Okay, so after these have gotten tender, we're going to go ahead and take our all-purpose flour and sprinkle that right in there. And this is creating our roux. And we're going to, and this is what helps thicken it when we add our liquids. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and just take our bone broth and add this to it. And we're also going to add milk as well to this. We're just going to let this cook and thicken up. And in the meantime, while this is thickening, let's go ahead and double season. Add some more garlic powder, onion powder, poultry seasoning, sage, and we're going to add some thyme. And you see it's starting to thicken up. Okay, so now that it's thickened up some, we're going to go ahead and add our chicken. And just mix that in here as well. And this is just the rotisserie chicken that we already had, and we just saved some back. There we go. It's looking good. Okay, so once this is done, as you can see, it thickened up. Good amount. We're going to just go ahead and keep this warm on the stove, and we're going to assemble our pie. Okay, so we're going to take our pie crust. We let it sit at room temperature, like the box instructions said, about 15 minutes or so. Got our pie crust, our pie pan ready. Oh, I don't know what inch size this one is, but we did spray it with Pam. Well, I don't know because I sprayed it with Pam. So, but it's probably a little bit bigger than what we need for the crust. So if you have like an 8-inch one, it might work a little better. I have done this one and this one, and it's kind of hard to form the crust at the top layer. We're just going to place the pie crust in here. I'm going to press on the sides and the bottom, so that way there's no space in between the pan and the crust. Careful not to tear your crust. Okay. So once that is pressed, you're going to go ahead, fill it with your pie, chicken pot pie filling. And get all that in there. You just want to even it out. There we go. So we're going to take our, after we smooth our pie filling, our chicken pot pie filling into the pan, take our other pie crust. Oops, I done tore it again. And we're just going to lay this on top and seal it up. Okay, so I'm not even going to lie. My husband's way better at doing this with this pan than I am. So he's going to be forming the crust. Say hi, sweetheart.
Hey everyone.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and just butter the top. It's a little fragile. I think the ingredients may have been a little hot when we put it in there, but that's okay. It's all going to still work out in the end. Just going to lightly butter it. And just cut some slits into the crust. And we're going to put this in the oven. We're going to bake this at 425 degrees for about 20 to 30 minutes, or until the crust is light golden brown and the filling is bubbly. Okay, so our chicken pot pie has cooked in the oven for a good 30 minutes. Doesn't that look good? I'm just going to brush it with a little bit more extra butter. And we're just going to let this cool for a good 15 minutes before we cut into it. Okay. Okay, so you see, it looks nice and golden, crisp. And we're going to just go ahead and cut into this. Okay, so we cut us a nice little slice. Obviously, I probably should have let it cool a little more, but that's okay, you know. Let me try it. Yeah, this is really good. And we really hope that you will make this for your family and enjoy it. From our table to yours. Okay, and we'd like to share some scripture with y'all. We're in Proverbs chapter 6, verses 6 through 8. And it says, "Go to the ant, you slacker, observe its ways and become wise. Without leader, administrator, or ruler, it prepares its provisions in summer. It gathers its food during harvest." So this is a warning against laziness, you know, and I know it's so easy to just put things off for another day. But why put off tomorrow what you can do today? You know, if you know your laundry needs to be finished, do the laundry. You know, you'll be happier that you did it today versus wait until tomorrow and then something else comes up, you know? You don't want to be overly busy doing meaningless tasks. You want to be productive and be prepared. So, just some encouragement and food for thought. Have a blessed week, and we'll see you next time.